Hello, hi, we're back with our third session of Doctor Who The Many Hearts project. I'm so stoked to be here for our third session. Thank you so much to Lady May for having us here. We are going to the 80s today. I'm really excited, and I brought out my 1985 gaming 80 retro dice set for this, so I'm pretty
Oh,
jazzed.
hell yeah.
Yeah. Before we jump in, I want to introduce the amazing people that I am playing with. Me, I'm Super Dylan or Dylan. I go by she, he, and they pronouns. You can find me all over the internet doing gaming related things like writing games and entertaining you with actual plays. You can see me or hear me on the Atom List, which is available as an actual play or as a podcast, whichever you prefer. And I would like to introduce the rest of my amazing cast, starting with my doctor, the doctor, Drac.
Hi, I'm Drac, or Draconics. I am the Doctor. He and I both use he, they pronouns. I forgot to put my jacket on, so I'm doing that as we speak. It's very hot here. But yeah, it's been fun being the Doctor with this chaotic group, and honestly, the fact that we're going to Ohio, where where Buffalo Wild Wings are invented, I guess it speaks volumes to what kind of party this is. But I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to see what Dylan has in store for us. Um, but yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I don't know why I'm still rambling. I'll be honest, I was distracted when I got called on, and I just stayed distracted. I'm gonna throw it over to DK.
Beautiful.
That's me. Hi, hello. I'm DK, or at Abadarlings on Twitter. I'll be playing Dr. Siddeley Ware, who is either over or underqualified for this whole adventure. I guess we'll find out. When I'm not being an excitable doctor, you can actually catch me later today over on Exquisite Corpse Presents, running a game for a bunch of newborn gods who are learning how to make their way in the world. You can also catch me back here on May's channel on Thursday for A Trail of Destruction, A Journey Through the Radiant Citadel, which is something that we are all very excited about.
Oh no, we're so excited.
Oh no,
That we froze.
No!
Well, you're back. We got you
You're
back.
back. You're back.
You're back.
No!
We
I
still
actually
catch-
was doing my intro like a person for once, too.
That's where it got you.
You can catch me here on Thursday for A Trail of Destruction, A Journey Through the Radiant Citadel. It's something that we're all very, very excited about. There will be costumes, so you definitely don't want to miss it. And then on Saturday, over on Exquisite Corpse Presents, Sister Cities is back for Season 2, finally. And y'all, there's secrets, there's gay drama. Things are going to get very, very tense very, very quickly, so definitely tune in. And that'll be at 6:30 p.m., or excuse me, 7 p.m. PST on Saturday. So I'll be all over the internet. You know who may or may not be all over the internet? EJ.
I, in fact, am all over the internet in some corners. Thank you, DK. My name is EJ. I'm in chat. That's one big egg. I'm also on Twitter, several big eggs, and other places, several big eggs wherever you look. Tonight I'm playing Ernie, who is just here to have a good time. He really wanted some Buffalo Wild Wings, and I respect that. So you can find me here on Monday nights, or Monday afternoons, I suppose, and then on Stella Luna's channel on Friday nights for Unbound, which is just gay role-playing. So if you like that, join us there. May, who is on this channel, whose channel this is also there. And now I throw it to, actually, did everybody go? My audio was bad.
Nope, we've
Throw it to
got
Jay.
we've got
Maybe
Jay.
this way. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. My name is Jay. I use they, them. I'm on Twitter at NalaWoo and at NalaDraws. If you want to see my art tonight, I am playing Dr. Lucretia Wen, who is a trauma surgeon. I have plugs, but I'll just save those for the end because we're going to Ohio, and I'm excited.
Wow, excellent. Okay, that's it. Oh no, it's me. Okay. All right. So Thank you, Hoovians, for joining us. Let's bounce right in. Before we look inside the TARDIS, uh, we pan over to a building largely uninhabited. There is a kind of cheap carpeting laid down inside. The lights are mostly dim. There are dining tables, a bar along the center, built into a shape for seating around the uh, the taps and the shelving, which has yet to be stocked with all of the various liquors that will eventually go there. The tabletops are spick and span. They have not been used as of yet. And the only person here, as we pan behind the bar, is a gentleman who seems to be installing some tubing on one of the taps behind there. As he kind of finishes up, takes his tools and throws them back into the bag, and begins to stand up. And that's when you hear this sort of mechanical wheel sound. He gets up and looks confused behind him. Hello? There's no answer. But the sound of wheels approaching continues. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. The sound just continues on as he decides to go investigate, looking around the corner. The lights in here are mostly off, and so he turns on a mag light from his bag and turns the corner yet again. And a look of horror comes over his face as he turns one corner and a light of energy strikes him. And we pan away from here to the inside of the TARDIS, which is spinning and screeching and having a time as it makes its way. What are you all doing as the TARDIS flies through the air, through space and time?
I'm trying not to hurl. Ernie has assumed the motion sickness position, head between his knees. Is that what you're supposed to do? That's what he thinks you're supposed to do.
Is that for a plane?
So.
I feel like that's for a plane crash, isn't it?
I don't know. But Ernie thinks it's gonna help. So he's sitting down on one of like the perimeter benches, head between his knees, trying so hard not to vomit on the doctor's TARDIS floors.
I don't want to assume if everybody else is just sort of maintaining their composure as the ride takes you.
I am. I think I'm almost like frolicking around, flipping switches. Like, they don't seem to be doing anything, but I seem so determined, but also enjoying the process of it, that it must be doing something important.
Yeah.
We're not entirely sure.
Nothing seems to change as you flick the switches about the direction the TARDIS is headed, the speed, or the wobbliness. However, every time you flick something, there is a little dance of lights that follows immediately after, almost as if the flicking is really just a little chat, a little conversation, small talk,
Yeah.
if you would. And the TARDIS eventually starts to screech to a halt as it manifests and appears in still place.
Think we landed. I'm gonna pull a monitor across into the console and open up like maybe the outside cameras to see. Yeah, we landed. We're here. Okay. I'll be honest, haven't been to Ohio, strangely enough. Been to many places, but not Ohio, and not Ohio now. So if any of you know the ropes, you might need to show me. Not the time period, I mean, I guess the location. I don't think any of you existed yet. Ernie, are you okay? You've been kind of... No, okay.
Making his way to the TARDIS door. Doesn't want to throw up inside, so he'll crack the door open a little bit and puke right outside the threshold. I'm fine.
I think the entire ride, Lucretia resumed her sitting in that spot that she was sitting originally when she fell off. And if this was like Doctor Who the show and there was like the like 1 minute recap of the previous episode, I feel like that ended on the face that Lucretia made at the end of the episode. And so for the rest, when we open back up on this, Lucretia's been sitting off to the side trying to figure out when a good time to the Doctor alone might be. Because they seemed pretty busy flipping random switches and whatnot on this colorful console. And so Lucretia was patiently waiting. But now that we've landed, I think they look like they want to say something about that. But instead of saying something about that, Lucretia says, 1982, right?
No, 81. 81 was where we were meant to land, right? 81.
81. I was alive.
You check the screen,
Yes.
the Doctor. It is 81.
Yeah, 81. We landed in 81.
I was alive. Yes.
Oh, did you ever live in Ohio?
No.
Okay, so that's still not super helpful. But we could always visit you, maybe after the wing. Or maybe you shouldn't visit you.
Isn't that breaking some sort of time travel law or something?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
when I said that, when it came out of my mouth, I realized how catastrophic that would have been. So you can't meet you, but I guess all of us can. That should be fine.
Trust me, you don't want to meet me at this age.
That sounds like it has a story behind it. Were you rebellious, going through a phase?
Lucretia doesn't answer that. And their face returns to the rather stony, cold look from before.
Yeah, sure. We won't visit you. We're just here for the wings, right, Ernest?
We're gonna get food. We're gonna get wings now. He looks very sick.
We could wait. It seems like you emptied your
No,
stomach.
I
you
need
need it
some
now?
food.
Okay.
I need
Okay.
some food.
Sid reaches into the pockets of her coat and pulls out just like a piece of candied ginger and just kind of quietly presses it into Ernie's hand. Just
Thank you.
hang on, champ. We'll get you to your
Thanks.
chicken wings.
Pops a hard candy or a ginger chew.
I am going to on the monitor, just slide over the monitor and see. Just look up what I can see about one, Buffalo Wild Wings, and just two in general. What things happened or will happen, at least in history, historically happened today.
Absolutely. You open up your monitor and you ask the TARDIS to show you Buffalo Wild Wings, and the TARDIS goes a little fuzzy for a second, and then comes up with something else on the screen, and it is some old black and white stock footage of a parade, and there are not, it's not huge, it's not a huge parade, it's actually quite small compared to parades that you would see in the time you just came from, but there are people with big banners and signs, and the little scrolling text comes across and says Columbus, Ohio's first pride, comma, 1981.
This is okay. Honestly, very. a little bit sad that it took all of you so long to just have celebrations of your sexuality, but better late than never. Today is the day of the first Pride Parade in Ohio. So we can go to that. Maybe there'll be buffalo wings there. Would there be buffalo wings there? I hope so. I think that's an ideal Pride snack.
I feel like there's 100% buffalo wings there.
Perfect. Again, if you would like to find some clothes that are era appropriate, you don't need to. Like, I do not plan on changing out my outfit. I really feel this feels great, especially if you ever need to run. I feel like it'll look great while we're running. But if you want to, if you go down the hallway down there, take a left, walk past the library, try not to fall into the swimming pool, take a right, you might see a stadium. Don't go in there. I think there's currently a game going on there. Go past that stadium, right, left, and right, and then you should find a walk-in wardrobe.
Okay. Like Pride Festival attire?
Honestly, anything you really want.
What did they wear in 1980?
I'm gonna like slide the monitor over so that Annie can see it, like spin it across the console.
It's a little hard to tell because it's a black and white picture.
Are short.
But the shorts are short. Yep, and the tanks are topped. It is they're hard to tell. I think that I would give you the benefit of the doubt to not assume that it would be like as quite outlandish. This is still a little timid. It's the first, Pride Parade, so not exactly like as bright rainbow or like big floats or anything like that. This is a little more people in their normal clothes, with signs and things like that. So you're gonna go for like a more everyday 80s garb kind of look.
I think I don't actually know what era this jacket is from, but I like to imagine that Lucretia's dress is very akin to the 80s already, and Lucretia sees a perfect opportunity if the other two go to get changed to talk to the doctor. So they're just remaining seated waiting to see if the other two are going to leave.
Yeah, I think also I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find
gone.
some shorts. Yeah.
As soon as the doctor finished giving directions, Sidley just marched off in the vague direction that she was
Sid and
supposed
I
to
are having
go.
a fashion
She's been
show.
gone. Yeah.
Okay. I will give the two of you a few minutes to come up with what your outfits will be while we leave the doctor and Dr. Wen alone in the center console room of the TARDIS.
Are you sure you don't want to get another change of clothes? Honestly, what you're wearing, I feel like might fit the time period we're in pretty well. But there's always a selection. It honestly quite literally goes on forever.
No, I'm good. We need to talk.
I'm all for talking. I often get told I talk a lot. I'm also great at listening, so I can be quiet and listen if that's what you mean as well.
You don't remember, do you?
Remember what? There are many things I could remember, and probably just as many things I don't. Might need to be specific.
This box, the TARDIS. There's only
Yeah.
one of them, or is there more?
That's a tough question. There are only ones that look like this. This is the only one. Yes.
I've seen you before.
Where? Have I been caught on camera? I suppose I probably have been caught on a few cameras. Have you seen my face on TV screens? There was one a couple of years ago.
Lucretia puts her hand up to make you stop talking.
Okay, yes. So you mean I can be quiet and listen, yes.
And she says, in the year 2000, I lost
Yeah.
my younger brother in an accident, and the memories are very fuzzy. But something about seeing you again, hearing this whirring sound. You were there. You were there when we were on a boat, fishing vessel, him, me, and others. Something went haywire. We were both injured, and he bled out our arms, not able to save him. And you were there, and didn't help us. How could you forget something like that?
Lucretia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you lost your brother. I can only imagine how hard that must have been for you seeing that happen.
There was nothing I could have done for him. That's why I went back to school to become a trauma surgeon. Because if I had known what to do, he might still be here today. But seeing you, and Lucretia gestures to like the entire room, seeing what you could do, why didn't you help us?
Lucretia, I'm going to be honest with you. I lived through many lives and have had many faces since then. At the very least, my last face, I don't remember it being anywhere around a boat in the 2000s, but maybe previous generations. I can't give you a satisfying answer. Like I said, I don't remember. I always do try to help. I always hope that every version of me has tried to help. But I always end up finding people that I can't. I don't know the specifics of what happened, but if you do and you could tell me, maybe I could help with closure at the very least.
I think after that rather rare moment of vulnerability from Lou, their face kind of sets again, and they just shake their head and say, there's nothing you can do. I suppose all I can do is hope that the version of you that is standing in front of me right now is a better you. And Lucretia just shrugs and crosses their arms and takes a deep breath. It's kind of clear, I think, to you and our audience that they just kind of needed to get that off their chest, and let it be known. Because logically, and Lucretia's a very logical person, there's nothing you can do at this point. I think despite being very or having been very doubtful about this whole thing, now that they've sort of seen all the things that they've seen so far and realized that this box and some previous doctor were there, they're more inclined to believe this whole time travel shindig. But I think Lou has seen a science fiction, has read a science fiction, and knows there are rules to time travel, and that going back to that time and saving my brother would not be possible. So I think they have sort of processed all of that within the course of this conversation, and I think rather abruptly they're done talking about this.
I think there's definitely a moment of silence. I don't know if Dr. Wen stays or leaves, or does she just stand there? What does she do?
I think after I think Lou will just, like, after crossing her arms, she just, like, holds your gaze for like a couple more seconds and just does a very, like, curt nod to say, like, okay, we're done, and she will go find the other two.
When she's gone, I'm gonna pull up the monitor again, and I want to see if I can find this incident, any records of it. I'm just staring at it. I don't remember. There's a lot I don't remember. How could I forget that?
Doctor, you easily do pull up the information, and I also just want you to make me an awareness and knowledge roll. I would also like Lucretia and the doctor to each take a story point.
What a story point.
An 11.
Okay.
Sorry, 12. 12.
12. Okay, yeah. Great. So the information that comes up for 2000, a couple of things, that this could be, until you hone in on a alien attack over the water, and you do. It's not so much that when this comes up you recall it, but the TARDIS shows you kind of this zoomed in version of what happened that day. On your first pass through, it is more like how you remember it. You confronted these aliens as they came down. You stopped them from destroying the Earth yet again, and drove them off, saving lots of people. But it occurs to you that sometimes you forget that zooming out, there are other people who, before you get there and before you save the day, don't get a chance to get saved. And it's hard to remember because these are different people that this technically happened to, but they all still live in you.
Do I know what aliens they were?
Jay, did we decide which aliens they were?
Nope.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
I was just picturing it was some sort of aliens that had a completely separate thing, but their machinery caused the navigation on the boat that I was on to go haywire, and
yeah.
some mysterious accident, something.
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly happened, but yeah. A formative event in
Yes.
Lucretia's life.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to be spending my entire time trying to get as many details about this as possible. Then, the fact that it's hazy in my head, and even the records I have don't seem to be fully complete. I'm trying to understand what exactly happened in that life.
Okay. As you're pulling up that information, quick question for Jay. Are you
Yeah.
comfortable with the possibility of either of the other two having overheard any of this? Or would you like me to not have that as a possibility?
No, they can have the possibility of overhearing this because both of them, our freshman year, at when we were roommates, sometime during the fall semester, the two of them, being 18, like normal students, 18 years old, were basically wheedling me, who was 26 at the time, to alcohol. I did. Three of us all got drunk and poured our life stories out to each other, as you do freshman year semester with your roommate, never more. And during that time, Lucretia told this story to them. So, but specifically the part about my brother dying, and that's why I'm going back to med school.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they know. So they do know that I lost my brother. They do know that
Okay.
Lucretia blames herself and has taken it upon herself to never let anything like that happen again, and that she wants to be prepared if this were to ever happen again to anyone. So she went back to school for trauma surgery and is now a trauma surgeon because of this. And so they know that about me. What they could overhear, and it could be spicy for them to overhear, is knowing that the doctor was there. So
That's yes. So
totally
because the two of them were off far away getting their outfits together, I want to kind of leave this a little bit up to chance, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a contested role with the two of you. So Dr. Ware yes. So I want Dr. Ware and Dr. Howe to both make me a presence and knowledge roll. And I'm going to do the same a little on my TARDIS.
Character sheet, where are you? Presence and what? Sorry.
And knowledge.
Ooh, thank you.
$15.
11? Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. Am I rolling 1d6 or 2d6?
Two.
It's 1, right?
Oh, well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that feels really low. Okay, so that's 15.
15. Okay. And so you both got 15?
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay, great. So as you're walking back, like, you know, that instinct that when you're about to round a corner, but you hear like voices in that this is a secret voice, you have the awareness to stop and pause before turning the corner. And you hear enough to hear that Lucretia definitely knows the doctor, and you hear the doctor asking them, you know, what happened to her brother, what this incident was. I am not going to make you roll for this, Dr. Ware, because you should probably be all too familiar with this. You would never have guessed it before this point in time, but putting the pieces together that Dr. Wen has told you the story of what happened to her brother ages ago, plus everything that you know about the doctor, there are hundreds of files like this at UNIT. Odd reports that they've collected from just passersby reporting a strange noise at the scene of a major accident that somewhat matches what the TARDIS sounds like. There are so many people who mention someone called the doctor, but they don't have any other story to go with it. They met him for all of a second or two, and nothing else came of it. So of all of the companions you have thick files on, there are just a ton of these other people that barely met or interacted with the doctor at all, but were still affected in some way by either the doctor themselves or the aliens that they have defeated or encountered over the many, many centuries.
I think that heading back out into kind of the main console room, as I hear voices coming from around the corner, and I would like to think that this far into our friendship, I can tell from the tone of Lou's voice that it's something Lou would probably rather not be talking about. I'd like to think that Ernie's just a little bit ahead of me, excited to kind of be like, I found shorts that weren't as short. That I kind of just snag him by one of his belt loops and reel him back before he can kind of pass the lip of that corner and just and stop to listen to what's being said. And I think as the conversation progresses, all of those different pieces of information kind of slide into place.
Mm-hmm.
And while it is uncomfortable to reconcile all of those files of people who were sort of experiencing a butterfly effect because of their interactions with the doctor against all of the legends and myths and these big fantastic tales about how the doctor is a hero, I think as someone who has studied those files heavily, that's something I've been reconciling for a long time. And I think that there has to be more to it. I know that there was a time when the doctor was done with war, so I'm not entirely certain that it was a deliberate failure or deliberate lack of action on the doctor's part.
Very good. And as that conversation comes to a close, Dr. Wen walks away and is about to round the same corner that you are.
I'm gonna go find you guys. So I'm walking towards you.
I hip check Ernie. Not hard. Not hard enough to hurt him, but just enough to kind of knock him past the lip of the corner.
Hey.
Oh, hi. Nice shorts.
Shorts.
What do you think?
Well,
I miss my beret.
very
I like
80s.
your ponytail.
Thanks.
That's nice.
Wait, what are you wearing?
Yes, please describe.
Can I have
Paint us a word
a
picture.
description?
So where Ernie's usually wearing his like brown sweater vest, he's ditched it for like a brown muscle tank, but it looks very much the same, just more like dry fit instead of like knit. and then also just like athletic short shorts. He was kind of ready to go pretty short with the short situation. Now that he's in this new outfit, he looks pretty fit. Like he plays, I don't know, field hockey or something. I don't know. Who's buff? Football, I guess? American football? I don't know. Ernie's looking pretty tight. Rugby!
Yeah. Sweet.
Sita has gone for an outfit that just honestly looks very much like what she used to wear in college before she got the grown-up uniform. It's a purple plaid shirt that she found buried in a drawer, and then over that she is wearing like a plaid jumper. It's a darker purple plaid. And so she's kind of just layered two different versions of the same color of plaid on top of each other, and then they're like it's like a shorts jumper. And she's also wearing a set of Keds with the little the corkscrew shoelaces that you don't need to tie.
Yes, I love
And
those.
she's put her hair up in a very high ponytail, ditched her beret, truly gone full 80s teenager.
Excellent. All right. You look great. Everybody looks age appropriate, year appropriate. Everybody
Does in fact look like a 48-year-old Asian doctor lady.
I suppose both are true. Yes.
Ernie's dangerously not age appropriate. Like, this is an outfit for a 20-something-year-old, but it doesn't look bad.
And my dear Drac, I am going to just DM you real quick who the monsters / aliens were once you are finally able to take your time looking at the TARDIS screen. And what, yes, the three of you, once you meet each other, what do you do?
Lou's just gonna say, "Oh, I was coming to find y'all. You look great."
Oh, do you need an outfit now too?
Now
I don't know. Her jacket looks pretty on brand.
Here,
Got
if
the
you
shoulder
want
pads.
to match shoelaces with us, I give her some corkscrew shoelaces. Ernie's matching
No,
with
thank
Sid,
you.
and excited about it.
No, thank you.
Are you sure? It's such a little thing.
You don't even have to tie them.
They're super efficient.
Deadpan, Lucretia looks at you and just says, efficiency isn't the issue here, Ernie.
I know, but I'm hoping that that'll be the thing that tips you over to our side.
What do you mean?
It's like our best friend
side.
necklaces.
Exactly.
Ah.
Just matching
Lucretia,
because it's a cool friend thing to do.
Lucretia looks down at her, like, comfortable, but very, like, sophisticated kind of, I don't know what she's wearing right now, like, leather working woman shoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're not heels. They're like flats, like nice dress flats.
Yeah, dress shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, like dress shoes. Loafers? I don't know. Anyway,
They're
Lucretia just
orthopedic
kind
for
of-
sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. 100%.
Soles.
They've got memory foam soles. Yeah, the works. But I feel like the camera pans down as Lou looks down at their shoes, and then just like comes back up, and Lou's just like, fine. And then smash cut, Lou is now wearing like 80s sneakers. Like, I don't know what sneakers are popular in the 80s.
The
Chunky,
big,
I don't.
sneakers.
Yeah, big chunky
Yeah.
sneakers that are actually coincidentally back in now, with the curly laces. Are they neon?
yeah.
Like what
good.
color laces are we,
Oh,
are
yeah.
we working here?
Oh, they're hideous. They're like rainbow neon.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We all have
They're
rainbow neon curly laces. And Lou is still
should we
wearing the
have brought
same
some for the
exact
doctor,
outfit.
too?
The
Yes.
sa-
Yes, I think, you know what?
I'll go
I think
grab
you'd like
some.
that.
And Ernie runs off to grab another pair of shoelaces for the doctor.
You come back into the main console room. Yes. Uh, the doctor, of course, somehow magically looking year appropriate despite not having changed anything about their appearance. But you are once again all together, and the floor is yours.
Once I hear them walk into the main part of the console, part of the TARDIS, I'll again slide the monitor away out of view, and turn around and go, all of you look great. Love the laces. Love the laces.
Lou is holding an extra pair of shoelaces and just like arms straight out, puts them in front of you, and then just says, if I have to do it, we'd like you to have these too.
Sure, I'll just take them without hesitation, grab them, and switch out my laces. And I'm wearing I'm probably wearing Vans, honestly. As I just switch out those laces.
We look like a real team now.
I
Right?
like it. Kind of fits.
It's the little
my clothes.
details.
Okay.
I feel better. I'm good to go now.
So I think we landed maybe not too far from the Pride Parade, so you could honestly just head there. I'm pretty sure the Buffalo Wings are there. If not, we can make them get there. I don't know. We can find out where they are and bring them over, because I think the first Pride Parade in Ohio should have Buffalo Wings, right? It should have Buffalo Wings.
Should.
Okay, let's head out. All of you go. I'm gonna shoo everyone out. Go on, there you go.
Walk out.
Mind the throw up. And I so.
Sorry. Oh,
Muted.
I think you're
Dylan.
muted.
You walk out of the TARDIS. You walk out of the TARDIS. It's dark. It's nighttime. There are a couple of things that you see right away. One is a big empty parking lot, which you have parked the TARDIS, coincidentally, right at the far end of. Right in front, ahead of you, is the big building with a big sign that says Buffalo Wild Wings, with a big banner hanging over it that says grand opening coming soon. The lights are all ready. There are bright signs. There's even some lights on inside. However, there is also police tape around the perimeter of the building as well. And you see one officer kind of dozing off a little bit in a car, hanging out the window a bit, just parked a little bit closer to the building.
Okay, well, I think I may have miscalculated. 1981. We might be a bit early for Buffalo Wings. And by a bit early, I mean maybe a few months, maybe a year, maybe.
The police are here. It's did someone? Was there a chicken wing heist? Why are they
steal
involved?
the chicken wings?
I think they might have stolen all the chicken wings, and I don't think we're too early. I just think that all of the chicken wings are gone.
And it delayed the grand opening. Oh no.
It's a lot of chicken wings to replace.
The doctor's kind of looked at Sidney and Ernest and just. I mean, it's not impossible. That might be why, but I do think maybe police tape might be a bit of a bit too extreme for just a chicken burglary, a chicken run.
People in Ohio take their chicken wings very seriously, so I've heard.
Interesting. In that case, we'll make sure we can help them find their chickens. How about that? If that's the situation. I will be entirely honest with you, Ernest. I'm not entirely sure if that's the issue.
Whether
They
it
have a-
is or isn't, after we figure it out, as long as we get chicken wings, I'll be fine. And
You know
soon,
what?
you
Let's
hear
ask
his
that
tummy grumble.
officer. Oh. Let's ask the officer if they know where we can get any wings while we wait for the grand opening. I'm
Ernie,
just gonna
you go
approach-
ask. You're white. Go ask.
No! The doctors, I'm absolutely going to go.
I'm gonna take a page out of Lou's book and just hang back.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
who goes? Ernie and the doctor go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A guy kind of like dozing off, then like sees you as you're approaching, and I don't want to say like really like comes to attention, but definitely like sits up and is like, oh, okay. Yeah. Folks, you can't go in there. It's a crime scene.
A crime scene. And were we meant to get a buffalo wings from? What happened? Do you mind me asking?
Oh well, there's still some buffalo wings in there.
Oh, they didn't take them all?
Nobody.
Priority.
No. Nobody took any of the wings. But we had a handyman go missing. And it's gonna cause all kinds of delays. Definitely delaying the opening of this place, and probably gonna delay the parade that's supposed to be walking on through here tomorrow morning.
Not the parade. You all were just about to get something right. Do you mind if we investigate?
I'm sorry. And you are?
Oh, it's kind of obvious who I am. I'm gonna pull out my psychic paper. And just smash it.
Yes.
God, that psychic paper. All right, I am. I want us to roll off. The psychic
Yes.
paper always works, but I want to roll off to see how convincing and what kind of role you flash to this guy.
Yes.
So-
Buffalo Wild Wings internal investigation team.
Yeah. So I rolled an 8 for the officer.
It is a flat roll then, right? Just 2d6.
You are going to add your ingenuity and craft to this.
How does helping work?
I mean,
would love to help in this situation.
I will say, if you rolled an 8, I immediately beat you without having to roll. Without rolling, my ingenuity plus, well, you said intuition, right?
Yeah.
That's a 13 without rolling. Plus the roll is an 18.
An 18.
Holy.
Wow. Ernie, if you would like to help, you can tell me what skill of Ernie's you are using, and we will have you roll that and add it to the doctor's roll.
Oh, Ernie just says we're from Buffalo Wild Wings internal investigation team.
Oh my.
Convince is gonna
Just
be
like that. Yes,
what
you
that
are.
is. It's happening. It's happening
Undercover.
for sure. All right, I want you to roll still. Depending on how high you roll, either the two of you will be like actual FBI and that will be a sarcastic comment, or you literally will be Buffalo Wild Wings internal investigations.
Perfect. What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll convince.
Oh my god.
Helping.
Convince plus what attribute?
Ingenuity. Definitely.
18, dude. 18.
Damn. Oh my god.
I rolled two
Okay.
sixes.
Okay. Now, which one do you want to be the
Yes,
dean.
and I'm leaving this to EJ.
Yeah.
I'm leaving this to EJ.
EJ, which one
The
of these
doctor will
deans?
react
It's
accordingly.
a great idea to be from Buffalo Wild Wings Internal Investigations.
Okay. Your psychic paper, you flash it. It has the official Buffalo Wild Wings logo on it. Internal investigator. Um, you say that, and the cop goes, "Huh? Buffalo Wild Wings internal investigations, huh?"
Is that what you see? Yes, Buffalo Wild Wings internal investigation. There's been a crime on one of our properties,
And
so
now
we
it's
are going
delaying
to.
the grand opening.
Yes, and we're
Corporal's
going to
not
internally
happy.
investigate. Internal investigation.
I didn't know you were coming, but look, since you're here, can I take a break? Because I've been
Yes,
sitting here
sure.
for
We got it.
like, okay, all right,
We got
then
it from here, right?
you go on ahead in. Just be careful and save me a couple of wings. If you're taking any.
Before you
10-4.
go, did he Did he get any information on what exactly how it happened, how we know they went missing here?
Sure thing. Handyman checked in. We know he was here because the tools are left behind. The tool bag's still sitting there, and the thing, whatever it was he was supposed to install, has been installed, and then he never clocked back in. Wife reports him missing like 11 o'clock that night, and here we are.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. And just another quick question: when is the parade meant to come through?
Tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Okay, we have a deadline. We need to do this quickly before we derail that as well. Yes, go on your break. Have a lovely break. Honestly, you could just go home. We'll take care of it from here.
He's already driving away.
Good night.
Just so happy to not do his job. And rides off. And while Officer so-and-so takes his break, I think we should also take our break. Go have a stretch, go have a try, go grab a hydrating beverage, and we will come back inside the investigation of Buffalo Wild Wings, which I keep wanting to call Dave and Buster's. I have almost said that
That's
7
next
times
episode.
at least. Next episode, we go to Dave and Buster's. So we will see you when you get back. Lady May, thank you again for everything, and just to let us have a little break whenever you're ready.